Hey y'all, welcome to my channel where we learn the tips and tricks to gardening and so much more. So it's finally cooled off in the afternoon. Looks like maybe some more rain. We'll see. Sometimes it likes to trick us, but we're gonna plant some squash. I feel like the squash is big enough. Got the area ready for it, so come with me and let's go plant some squash. And this is, by the way, the summer squash. So it's summer squash that we're planting. So let's go. We're in the garden and I got some squash to plant, so let's do it. I started these squash about 2-3 weeks ago, and they are looking pretty good. I had this area cleared. This was my green beans, and they started to go kaput, which is fine. I got more started, so therefore I'm going to put them over once they get big enough over in the end of the garden. But this will be squash. And make sure I get all the roots. Here we go, one planted, about 8 more to go. Now when I do spacing, because these will get pretty good and big, I give them plenty of space. So I'm gonna say at least a foot apart. And once again, this is the summer squash. And we want some good squash. We love squash. Now after I plant these, I'm gonna water them real good. It sounds like it's supposed to rain. I can hear the thunder, but I'm not really so sure if it is. So I'm gonna water it just to be safe, so the transplant shock isn't so bad. I don't know if you can tell, like the ground, I barely apply pressure and the soil just comes right out. So that's a good sign. You don't want it too, you don't want it too hard. You want it pretty soft, and it is. All right, y'all. The squash is planted, and now it's time to water. We're gonna do a pretty deep watering, just to make sure that those roots get really good and settled into that soil. All right, y'all, I wanted to show you some of the things that could happen if you are starting from your own compost. So when you make your own compost, you put a lot of your leftovers into the compost. So when I start them into these containers, as I go to plant, I noticed some tomatoes. There's a little one growing. A little one right there. And then one right there. Now, of course, I don't need any more tomatoes. But in case you're not starting in these and you just go straight into your garden, you need to realize something like that might happen. Now, you might think, hey, that's great. I want some more tomatoes. But me, no. So this is one of the advantages of starting in the containers. So if something like that happens, I don't put them in the garden. All right, y'all, I was getting ready to water the squash, and look what I found in the zucchinis. Look at that. Whew. Still got some flowers on it, which is good. Yep. Oh, yep. I'm definitely going to pick that today. That thing is huge. Jackpot. Y'all, I just figured I'd go ahead and show you another update on some of the things. These are our purple whole peas, and I've already picked about 20. But see, we got quite a few. They're still producing. Got a lot of ants, and it's still vining. Got the trindles are still going up. Over here we got some okra. Got some okra forming. Some more okra. I've picked a couple, not too many. They're just getting started. Ooh, that one's about ready. Look at that one. Yep, it's about ready. Here's another one. Yep. So I might go ahead and pick those. And over here, we got some cucumbers. That one went outside of the fence. Don't mind the grass over there. I'm growing sunflowers, so I do not, you might even be able to see one of the sunflowers right there growing. I don't weed eat over here. Got cucumbers. Now over here is our Bibb lettuce, and as you can see, it's starting to go to flower. And as soon as that flowers and it starts to die off, we'll collect the seeds. Look how tall that's gotten. God, really tall. But this is what it looks like when they start to flower. So those should be ready pretty soon. More of this is the leaf lettuce, and it's starting to go to flower as well. Tomatoes, doing really good. They're already starting to flower pretty high already. These two over here have just killed it. Oh. So doing pretty good. And then the cherry are doing pretty good too. Got some flowers. Doing well. The peppers have about doubled in size. The plant, that is. They're doing really good. So a couple of my zucchini plants are about to they're just ready to be pulled up. So that's why I went ahead and planted a few more from seeds. So I'm going to pull some of these up. Some of them are doing still really good. And like I said, I just picked that one that's huge, and I got another one I just seen. So some of them are doing really good, but some of them need to be pulled up. So that's why I went ahead and started some more zucchini. These are the other peppers. Once again, they've about doubled in size. Look at that one. That one's doing real good. So yeah, they're looking good. Garden's looking great. I had planted a squash over here, but this is the different type of squash. But got one. It's looking good. I just wanted an extra squash plant. Adds color. I got some more flowers and things, so doing good. First tomato plant. Got one that should be ready soon. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tomatoes on it, I think. And that one's starting to turn. That one's the biggest one. Looking good, guys. Looking good. All right, y'all. That's it for today. I'm going to go inside, cut up that zucchini, and grill it for tonight for dinner. I hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless.